Welcome back to another exciting chemistry lesson. In the previous lesson, we learned the difference between empirical formula and molecular formula. Then we also learned how to find empirical formula from different situations, right? So in this case, we are going just to focus on how to get our empirical formula and using the molar mass of a compound to determine the molecular formula. So again, if you need to review on how to find the empirical formula, go ahead and watch the video up there or in the description below. So now the process is very straightforward. To determine the molecular formula of any compound, you need to know two things. First, the molar mass of that compound, and then the empirical formula. So again, this is probably the most challenging part right here if it's not given to you, because there are multiple steps to find the empirical formula. And then once you have that, all you have to do is take the molar mass, of that compound, you divide by the molar mass of that empirical formula using your periodic table, of course. With that division, you are going to determine the whole number multiplier. And we're going to show you what's that going to be look like in a few minutes. Now, the last step is going to be taking this multiplier, you are going to multiply to all the subscript in the empirical formula. So let's do an example problem to illustrate our steps. First, we have this unknown compound has a molar mass of 78.1 gram per mole. An empirical formula of CH, right? So here, this is your empirical formula, and that is your molar mass. So, of course, the first step is we have to figure out the content. We have the mass, we have the empirical formula. But do we have the molar mass of the empirical formula? No, we don't. So we are going to write it here. So CH. So CH, let's use the periodic table. C is 12.01. H is 1.008. You should memorize that by now. And when we add them together, we get 13.018. And now, going back over here to our step number 1, we are going to divide 78.1 divided by 13.018. And I plug it into my calculator. It turned out to be 5.99 something. And equivalent to what nearest whole number? Number 6. And our last step, number 2, is we are going to multiply by all the subscript CH, right? What is 6 times to the subscript? So you can think of this like that. 6 times 1 is 6 right here, and 6 times 1 is 6. So therefore, what do we have? C6H6. And when we enter our answer, we are going to enter without spacing, subscript, superscript, and in this case sensitive, so capitalize C6 and H6, and that's all we have to do. So let's go check our answer. We are going to type in normally with case sensitive C6H6. There you go. And then we press submit and finish. And there you go. That's how easy it is to get our molecular formula if we are given molar mass and empirical formula. Again, the hardest part is figure out this empirical formula right there, because sometimes we are not given the empirical formula, and there are so many different situations and different type of data that we can use to get our empirical formula. And that is the lesson for today. And as always, if you have any question, show your work on a piece of paper, take the picture, put in the forum, and put the picture in your Google Drive and share it, so that way I can annotate it and then I can show you the work behind it. And we'll see you next time on another exciting chemistry lesson.